Okay, so here we are at our main ground that we're playing at 2 or 3 times this week, the KGV or King George V Oval. The bus arrives at the car park. By the time we get off the bus, we've given our phones over to our team managers. The last time we get to see our phones till the end of the day. Both teams usually come on the same bus, but lately we've been coming on separate buses, but it doesn't really matter. We leave the same hotel, we go back to the same hotel. We've got a couple of TV towers here, so one behind the bowler as well, one down deep mid wicket, one over deep cover, and then also straight as well. So as we enter the players and match officials area, we've got lovely coverage. Some countries don't have the luck to have such good club rooms, but we're lucky here to have them. So this is a rope that players and match officials area. Once we come around here and go into the changing rooms, we're not allowed back past this until the end of the match. So I'll put this back down because it's only a training day. Onto the lovely outfield here, ropes coming into the ground so they don't move. Absolutely beautiful oval to play on, flat as a tack, hard as hell, perfect to field on. Okay, so the first lot of tents we have here, this is the ICC tent. This is where we got to get our bats measured to make sure everything's okay. Also, if we've been naughty boys or we've been reported, chances are we'll end up in this tent as well, or for any other potential breach of ICC conditions, the team manager, potentially the coach, will first come to the tournament director, speak to him here, and then we'll have to get the player involved. Here are the change rooms. So team 1 on the left, team 2 on the right. A lot of clubs around the world have got change rooms like this. There's no real difference. It's the official clock we go by, plus the umpires, watchers of course. As we can see over here, PMOA area, players and match officials area, authorised access only. If we don't have our lanyard when we get here, we cannot come in. This is the scorer's hut. We've got a nice little setup there for the scorers. They've got a light inside that, in that box, that they can acknowledge what the umpires are signalling. Over here is the commentary tent. You see all the electronical setup here and the TV screen. 2 commentators will sit there, they'll watch the feed. The replays on that screen also commentate live. This is all the cabling and the broadcasting band that's needed to run these sort of televised events. You've got 6 cameras, as mentioned, and you've got a hell of a lot of cable. This is certainly a step up to what most associations usually have. That's a couple, well, it's probably $10,000–$15,000 worth of cable just alone. Players are allowed to use these nets pre-match. The second the match finishes, we have to make sure all our gear is out so the next match can actually go in, and the 2 teams share the 3 nets with the batting drills. But generally what happens is you have one team in the nets here, the other team will come out here, do some fielding drills, and then next to the pitch you'll be able to do some bowling drills as well. It's sort of a gentleman's agreement at about sort of 15–20 minutes mark. You've done either, then each team swaps and they come in and they'll do the reverse. So this is a day off today, but we're not going to rest on our laurels. We had to have a bit of a shakedown. Obviously a big day yesterday. We wanted to come and gather as a team. For the first 30 minutes of our training session, we actually had a debrief on yesterday's match, on what went well, what didn't go well. We broke into 2 groups, the bowlers and the fielders groups, and we had a bit of a chat. Then we started to kick into the bowling and batting drills, while the keepers come down to the back of the practice area, and we got 2 keepers on tour plus myself as a reserve, and they did keeping drills. So what you'll see now is the coach, the manager and the captain having a bit of a chat, talking how the rest of the day plays out. Because the day's not finished yet, we'll go back to our hotel, we'll have a break, we've got a bit of a team meeting. Then a couple of us have we've been invited to a lovely sponsors event. So myself and a few guys will go to that sponsors event about 4:30 this afternoon to honour our commitments and to thank the sponsors for being very generous sponsors. After that, we're going to meet for a team dinner. We're going to a curry house tonight. Last night we went to Italian. I had lovely steak. There's plenty of pasta consumed as well. Then after dinner tonight, we're going to nearly night back to the hotel because we got a double header on Saturday and Sunday. So tomorrow's against Bulgaria. At the moment, Bulgaria, I think they lost their first match quite convincingly. So we're going to be wary of the wounded tiger, the wounded lion, because potentially they're going to come out and absolutely play with freedom, and we've got to be ready for that. So it doesn't matter what we did yesterday. All eyes are on this weekend. We've got Bulgaria tomorrow and the big match against Guernsey on Sunday. So by Sunday night, we're going to sort of have a fair idea of how the rest of the week's going to play out, and we're looking forward to it. But yeah, everyone's switched on. Not a down moment over here. So yeah, once again, thank you very much. That's a bit of a brief overview of the 4.5 hours that we spend here on game day. We don't get to move too far, but we're playing cricket in another country. How good is that?